結局脱臼。
まあちょ
よう、今日はどうするんだ？また来てくれよ。よう、今日はどうするんだ？また来てくれよ。
北京
WO3Uは
周傭兵行くぞ。必要なのは医療へ運搬可能な兵。まずはこれらしきものを探さねば。貴様らの襲撃なぞお見通しよ。いささか敵の数が多い。被害を抑えるため敵兵器を奪われる。攻める。当てろ。さあ、せい。せいぜいあがくがいい。敵将討ち取ったり。
対岸からの攻撃か。己姑息だ。
我はどうせあの兵器医療まで運べよう。しかしここより対岸へ渡るのは東より回り込むしかありませんので。よし、今だ。一気に撃ち込め。仮説な本意、そこは耐えねばならぬ。逃げてみよう。やっ
こまで侵入されるとは門を閉ざせ。これ以上進ませるな。
門を閉ざされたか。何か突破する方法を見つければ。
各砦には兵器が隠されている。東砦に役立つ兵器があるのだ。
敵か。ここで口当てろ。
参る。
せいぜいあがくがいい。
敵将討ち取ったり。
東砦内にて投石機を発見しました。設置に取り掛かります。
凄まじい威力だな。この兵器を医療に持ち込めれば。
かように巨大な兵器は運搬できますまい。やはり投石者を得ることを一義に考えれば。
撃て撃て。これ以上踏み込ませるな。
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? I'll still be streaming at my neighbor's house, by the way. I felt like garbage today. Needed to sleep. Not too much from like, I got about 2 hours to kill. Got about 2 hours to kill. I'm gonna stream for a bit. Probably play some Knights of Valor tonight. That sounds fun. I have a pretty monster headache. I couldn't sleep last night.
敵将討ち取ったり。
Pretty mentally and physically exhausted. Hoping I get paid today. Buy the train ticket, and then if I get some extra, get that card pack on KOF All-Star. That's the plan. I kind of need to do that before it goes away.
敵将討ち取ったり。王騎参上。
Usually don't pay me until like 5, so I have no idea what to expect. I hope they pay me today, because I really need money.
受けてみよ。
骨ごと噛み砕いてくれよ。メスアリオール敵将
俺が討ち取った。
ここまで突破されるとは。覚えてやがれ。
敵将馬毛機が討ち取った。
ついに透析者が我らの手に。
ああ、これで甲冑殿を助けられる。熱き闘志、何者にも止められん。
透析者は医療に向け上で。
God damn it, every single email I get. Every single email I get is not me getting paid. It's companies trying to get money from me. Like, dude, go away. I don't have any money. Pay me. The engine they use for these games is terrible. The PS4 version of this actually does not run much better. That's why I bought it on here, because there's a 60 FPS patch. But I don't have a modded Switch yet. It tries to run at 60, but it constantly drops frames, which is worse. This is actually quite a bit better. Because it stays at 30 pretty much all the time. Capped 30 is better than trying to run at 60 but never actually running at it. The PS4 port of this is like not even really worth buying. It's like the same game. All they did was upscale the resolution. That's it. Quick and dirty port didn't really fix the problems.
我が酒田騎馬隊よ、とどめよ。清涼の武者どもに引導を渡せ。
バカが戻ってきちゃうなんて、俺の覚悟が台無しだよ。
いらぬ覚悟だ。俺たちは共に生き延びるのだからな。
The new engine they use for these games is quite a bit better.
若たちのおかげでこっちはもう大丈夫。
Upgrade that
そ
the
れよりも
Yakuza games
清
got.
盛りをなんと
Dragon
かしない
engine
と。
is like so
一
much
人で
better
食い止めてる甲冑殿が危ないよ。
This engine is a
透
hot
析者があれ
mess.
ば助けられるはずだ。一人で死なせはせんぞ。これで皆を救うことができる。かぐや、お前のおかげだ。礼を言う。
私はお手伝いを差し上げた。真の過去を変えるのは皆様方にございます。
承知。必ずや変えてみせよう。
やるな。大したもんだぜ。
Yeah, this was originally a PS3 game. Really late PS3 game.
ございます。
首もらった。
How are you? Not that great. Feels like garbage today. I have a monster headache from like stress and stuff.
よい我が操り人形に通させよ
よい敵を滅殺します。
音に聞こえた武田の騎馬隊か。さらに手強い。
それを言うなら俺たちも音に聞こえた清涼の騎馬武者だよ。
清涼の誇りにかけて遅れは取るまい。
さすが若。
ここで口当てろ。これ口当てろ。せいぜいあがくがいい。
敵将討ち取ったり。
やりおる。手取川より投石者が到着。
No, it ran at barely 30.
閉ざされた門を破壊できる。
Only way to get this game to run at 60 is to play it on emulator. Patch it.
お見事な武勇にございます。
骨ごと噛み砕いてくれる。これぐらいにしといてやる。
Very few PS3 360 games that Musou games that run at 60. Pretty much just Sarah Warriors 4, I think, is one. The Dynasty Warriors Gundam games do. Other than that, most of them are real choppy 30. Rule of thumb. This version of this game came out like it was basically a launch title for the PS4. They had this and 8 Extreme Legends came out. Because there were such late PS3 games as it was, they're like pretty much came out right when the PS4 came out. They didn't put any effort into them. PS4 start of the gen was pretty crappy. It's mostly just remasters and ports. It's like PS3 market share was already pretty bad. I will have this running at 60 eventually. Just not right now. I don't have the resources to do it.
申し分ない働きだ。せいぜいあがくがいい。
The PS4 port for this is embarrassing. I think the 8 Extreme Legends port is pretty bad too, from what I'm hearing. I never played that myself, but I heard that it still runs at like 30 FPS. Even though like the computer can run that game at 60 FPS on like a bad laptop back when it came out. They put like no effort into that port at all. best version of 8 Extreme Legends is actually, in my opinion, the Switch version. The thing about these old Musou games, when they put them on Switch, it includes all of the DLC for free, which these games have a metric ass ton of DLC, so it's actually a pretty good deal. And like the PC version of 8 Extreme Legends, like, never goes on sale. And if it does go on sale, the DLC does not. So 8 had a lot of really good DLC. Had like new weapons, a lot of new levels to play, costumes, of course. This port too has all of the DLC. I was like pretty shocked. Like actually a pretty good deal. Because if you buy this on PS4, it doesn't come with any of it. You have to buy it again. The difference between Warriors Orochi and Dynasty Warriors, it's a crossover. Crossover between Dynasty and Samurai.
行くぞ。勢いのまま敵陣を貫く。
ここで突き当てる。
お見事な武勇にございます。
せいぜいあがくがいい。
敵将討ち取ったり。
この武者、足に付き合え。参上。命は粗末にできん。撤退じゃ。
敵将馬防機が討ち取った。
魔人平清盛、これを動かず人間を操るとは恐るべし。
受けてみよ。
復活したって噂は聞いてたけど、前よりも力が強くなってるみたいだね。
なんと9円か。一体どうやってご助力くださらんか。
首もらった。受けてみよ。
やりますな。
清盛様の
真田幸村。今はとにかく戦うしかないようだな。
貫くよな。
真田流奥義。
これ以上戦わせては術が解ける。戻れ幸村。
戻れ。I'm having fun playing this again. I'm not as enamored with the
ございま
this
す。
game as other people are, but it definitely is one of the best Musou games. There's just things about it I can't stand. But 4 is not really a straight upgrade either. That's the problem.
の首叩いた。引かざるを得ぬか。
敵将俺が討ち取った。よくぞ劣勢を覆した者よ。どれだ我が輩が相手をして信ぜよ。
その武勇、時の果てまで語られましょう。
敵将俺が討ち取った。やりよる。じゃが所詮は悪あがきよ。滅びは避けられぬ定めゆえに。俺たちの勝利だ。助けるつもりが上で。
よし。
よう、今日はどうするんだ？
Because there's a 60 FPS patch for this version. That's why. But I don't have a hack switch yet. I don't have the means of doing that right now. That's why. Because if I play this again, I want it to be at 60, but I don't have the means of doing that, and this version has all the DLC included. It was on sale for Golden Week. I think it still is on sale, actually. It's a good deal. It's like $40 for everything. This is a launch switch, so any firmware can be hacked. This is a launch switch. Yeah, but I wanted to legally buy the game because I plan on using emulators for Bayonetta 3, but I don't trust piracy. I don't want to do it. How many games I have on here. I have so many games on here. It would legit be easier for me to just hack my Switch and just dump the copies of the shit I own than it would be to go download it. Now, with older games, that's not the case. Anything up to PS3, yeah, you can just go download those games off reputable sites and just play them in an emulator. But I have, like, most of the good games on here. For the genres I like to play, of course. I don't have everything, but I have a lot of really good games on here. And there's a number of them I would like to play on emulator at some point. Astral Chain has 60 FPS patch. I think Bayonetta 2 has mods. First Bayonetta I wouldn't bother with because there's a PC version. There's a couple other games in here. I'm trying to think of them. Apparently, they're getting rollback netcode to work on the Switch version of Dragon Ball FighterZ. Which is, like, so weird. Actually, they do that with Smash Ultimate as well. They have, like, rollback on the emulated version, so people are, like, dumping their copies and playing it on emulator because the netcode is terrible. What else? Age of Calamity has a 60 FPS patch, but it doesn't work properly. The game logic is, like, tied to the frame rate. I would play this again with 60 FPS patch, but it drops frames so much. This game was kind of okay, but I don't know. Didn't really deliver. Metroid Dread has a randomizer. That's pretty big. I definitely would rip my copy of this. A lot of these games have PC ports, so I wouldn't get as much use out of it as somebody who does not have a gaming PC. But there definitely are some games in here I would play. And it would be legit easier for me to just rip my own copy. I'd like to rip my copy of this. I have a physical version of this game. I'd like to rip it and just have my own, like, personal ROM of it. Because this game does not have a PC port. Or WO3U Ultimate, of course. Yes, I would like to play that with 60 FPS. Pocky and Rocky I bought as well. I would like to rip that at some point. Those are the big ones, really. Most of these games, a decent chunk of them are on, like, other platforms, so I'd have no reason to really mod them. Yeah, a couple big games in here I would mod. It'll probably run uncapped. I would not be surprised if Bayonetta 3 runs uncapped. High chance. Meaning it'll be like 40 to 60, because that's generally how Platinum games are on console. They try to run at 60, but in reality they're, like, uncapped. I don't have a lot of faith that the crappy Switch hardware can run it. I'd like to be proven wrong, but that's kind of why I want to hack this Switch, so that I could just buy the game and rip it and just play it on emulator. And nobody can give me crap for it because I legally paid for it. I'll pay the $70 for it willingly. I want there to be more games like that. I just don't want to play it on crappy hardware. That's my only thing. I don't know, they've barely shown anything on that game. I don't know what's going on with it. It's supposed to come out this year. We're already, like, almost halfway through the year, and they've shown, like, a minute of gameplay.
上田城周辺に謎の将が現れました。我らの進軍が食い止められています。
袁紹はまだ来ないようだ。ああ、我らだけで十分よ。城の周囲の奴らを一掃しろ。
上田城は謎の人たちが守っている。そこに袁紹軍に攻め込んでるみたい。将校みたいにダッキの罠だと嫌だな。油断は禁物
同校ではダッキの策に深
Oh,
く落とし
Chesley also.
今度こそ立花の力を示さねば
The
な。
Switch version of this is not available in English. It only came out on the Japanese eShop,
一部
which
隊
is
で
a
の
shame
が
because this is a really good game. They
まだ
should
城
make it
に何
available.
者がいるかわからないから。
But the best thing about the Switch ports is they run it.
敵の増
They
援
come
か
with all the DLC.
迎撃するのだ。
It's just a one-time purchase. There's no microtransactions.
この扉は強い術で閉ざされております。ここを守る方は特別な力をお持ちかと。
Yeah, a lot of the Musou games from this era, like 2011 to like 2014, they're available, but only on the Japanese eShop. They have Spirit of Sanada on there. They have Samurai Warriors 4. They have this. 8 Empires. It's also 8 Extreme Legends. The only one that came out outside of Japan for Switch was 8 Extreme Legends. I don't know why. They already have like translation for it and stuff. Yeah, if you can bear the language barrier, Switch actually has a lot of the best Musou games. From this era, at least. They don't have anything older than this, pretty much.
やむを得ん。撤退だ。
This is Japanese exclusive, yes, on the Switch. I don't know why the hell they didn't make this available in other regions, but
袁紹の配下と妖魔どもは引いたようだな。
でもまだ安心するのには早い。城の様子を確かめないと。
おい、あいつら我々に向かってくるぞ。
彼らは味方ではないみたいな。まさかこの城を守っているのか。門に施されていた術が解けたようです。中にいた兵がこちらへ参ります。
何にも言わずに向かってくるなら倒すしかないよね。
魔王騎参上。はっはっせ攻め入る。やっせいせいアナナ流奥義。アナナ流奥義。 敵将討ち取ったり。
こやつら一体何者だ。波の将でもありえぬ強さだぞ。
この方々は何か特殊な力で動かされているのでしょうか。
If you don't mind the language barrier, this is available on Switch right now for about 4,000 yen.
ここは耐え忍ばねばなりません。たとえ
Like $43
いか
or
なる
something.
状況であっても
Burger bucks.
執着
About
至極に
40,
存ず
40 burger bucks. Yen exchange rate is actually pretty good right now, so it helps if you import games. I've actually imported a lot of games this past month. I imported this and Hockey and Rocky remake.
まだいるのか。しつこい奴らめ。
敵将討ち取ったり。
お役目は果たさねばなりませんので。お手を煩わせてしまい申し訳ございません。
おお、目を見張るばかりの戦ぶり。
敵将討ち取ったり。よっよっよっさあ
俺が出る。
一通り済んだかしら。これで上田城は取り戻せたはずだ
This
け
is
ど。
pretty much the last Orochi game where they actually made you put effort
時空の
into
揺らぎ
unlocking the
場外
characters.
に常ならぬ時の揺らぎを
There's a
感
lot
じ
of
ます
characters in this game. You don't just beat the levels. You have to do like
塗り替える
objectives
か
and
のよう
stuff.
に
Orochi 4, you get pretty much everybody just by playing,
敵将
but they have like almost 200 characters, so it makes sense. They already have like very few characters actually even relevant in the
耐
story.
え忍ばねばなりません。
4 Ultimate has better
いかな
combat
る状
to a
況であっ
degree.
ても
4 Ultimate has a better tagging mechanics, but there's no R1s. There's no unique R1s in the game at all. Some of the movesets are terrible.
安倍の生命として今まで一体どこで何をしていたのだ。
Some characters are better in this game when they have their clone moveset.
この地の流脈を見て回っていたのだ。
There's some really cool clone movesets in this game.
そのお力で奴らを蹴散らしてください。
You can't use anymore because they're not in the newer games.
我らの悲願。こたびこそ上田城を我らの手中に収めるのだ。
This game also has characters that 4 Ultimate does not have.
ここはあなたたちが守る地
All
だ。
the like collab characters and stuff aren't in
迷惑をかけた
aren't
悪
in
に
4.
私も力を貸そうしよう。シキたちには引き続き頑張ってもらおうか。
すごい。ただものではなかったよね。
すっごい心強い味方ができちゃったね。これならきっと城を守りきれるよ。
先の戦い。
戦い。
我らの不在は痛恨の極み。今度は以前のようにはいかずん。我らが炎章様の刃となるのだ。頼もしきことよ。我らの国を建てるため励むがよい。
4 definitely has better combat, yes. But this is an overall better game. However, I don't like the endgame mode in this at all. I think it's boring. A lot of people really love it to death. I think it's boring. But that's my opinion. It definitely is a really good mode. It's just, for my playstyle, I like doing like tag combos and stuff. That mode is mad boring. It's just a void of death. It's too easy to break. And if you don't break it, it's really frustrating. So, I'm not enamored with it at all. A lot of people are enamored with that mode. I think it's alright.
骨ごと噛み砕いて
助けなどいらぬ。
この城を名族の庇護下に人と妖魔の共存する国を
I also understand everybody's not a tag combo addict like I am, so it definitely has a lot of value. It's just my opinion. If I want to run around and just kill stuff by pushing one button, I would rather just play Diablo 3. Like, the exact same experience, but better.
敵将俺が討ち取った
これは敗北ではない再起を図る転身である
これで責任は果たせたでもまた城を奪われないようにしないと
ならば城の守りに我が指揮を用いるがいい迷惑をかけた詫びだ力になろう
俺たちの勝利だ
私の指揮が迷惑をかけたなしかしこの世界も興味深い
I do like, for Ultimate's endgame mode. It has two problems. The pacing is terrible. There's like a lot of filler objectives that aren't fun. And they take too long. Also, the rewards are bad. Like, I don't like the endgame mode in this at all, but they make it worth your while to play. I mean, I can't fault it for that. Infinite mode and for Ultimate, it's kind of just like, you know, if you just want to play more of the game, and you don't want to play the story mode because the story mode is terribly paced, it's nice to have, but in terms of like tangible rewards for doing it, the rewards are trash. You basically just get stat sticks, which is kind of boring. It definitely could have used like exclusive elements or something. Exclusive elements are like accessories like this game has, and it would have had a lot more value. But the way it is, you kind of just get a more powerful weapon, which is kind of boring because, ironically, by the time you unlock it, you don't need it anymore. There's not really anything to use it on. At best, you can use it to level up another character. Other than that, it's just a stat stick. Because that's what's cool about this game's endgame mode. Even if you don't like the actual gameplay, they give you accessories that like straight up change how the game is played. So it's worth it if you like the combat. They give you a lot of new ways to play with it. I think that's like the biggest flaw that 4 Ultimate's endgame mode has. There's just not much of a reason to do it. I mean, if you like the combat in 4 is really good, but they give you trash rewards for doing it, and it's just basically just pointless. I feel like they threw that mode together really fast. I question if they even played the game. Because, like, a lot of the objectives, they take, like 3-4 times longer than the other ones. And it's, like, something they expect you to do, like, so many times. What's up, Grow? Oh, the guns? Yeah, I didn't use those. I'm glad you're enjoying that game, though. Sometimes you gotta take a break from the toxic Musou community and just play random shit like that. I get really tired of the community sometimes. But that game is pretty, that game is pretty Musou adjacent. I feel like people would, people who only watch you for Musou would like watching you play that game, as it's mechanically pretty similar. It looks different, but gameplay-wise, it basically just is a Musou game. It's a nice little $10 game. I had fun with it.
赤兵八陣を抜けよう。それが脱出路に向かう最短の道だ。剣どもめ！大き参上！せいぜいあがくがいい。敵将！
The Musou community can be very demanding, especially when Dynasty Warriors 9 came out. I had a lot of toxicity thrown my way that I didn't deserve. People making accusations about me and stuff. Yeah, 9 was, Dynasty Warriors 9 era was, one of the worst times to be a content creator for this genre. Stupid people. Just really stupid people. don't seem to understand
ここから
that
は狭い通路が続く。攻撃さ
people
れない
like
よ
me
う
who create content for the games have like no say in how the games turn out and what they do and don't have. And they also think I'm rich. I'm like, dude, I'm not. I live on nothing. They were accusing me of being a shill. Got a lot of that too. Like, oh, you're shilling for the game. I'm like, no, I'm not.
人間どもを根絶やしにしろ
I'm not shilling for the game. What the hell, man?
ザクなどわし一人で十分や課長は先に
I
行け
wish I was
脱出地点を
I wish I was
確保してお
sponsored
け
to play these, but I'm not. I don't make a dime. I don't know, I got tired of it.
一人だけ
I almost
壊
like
させないよ
wanted to stop playing these games on the channel completely because of those people, but I realized I do still have fun playing them, and
やっちまえ
I need to deprive myself of something I enjoy because of random idiots,
骨ごと
random
噛み砕いて
nobodies on the internet that don't contribute anything besides negativity.
骨ごと噛み砕いてくれよローマなぞ大したことないなただ交換賞の相手にもならんわ
龍馬を引きつけてくれているのかその心意気無駄にはしない
I don't know, you have to have a thick skin to be a content creator. You really do. You get a bunch of garbage thrown at you that's not your fault. When the game turns out bad, you get blamed for it. If it turns out good, then you get called a shill. Because there's a lot of content creators that lie and say they're not sponsored to play something when they are. So now everybody thinks you're a shill if you like just say that you enjoy something.
龍馬よこの程度か驚こそやりとさせてみ大木さんだやっちまえ骨ごと噛み砕いてくれ大木参上
どうしてそんなにかっこいいんだかメス
参上やりおる
大木参上敵将討ち取ったりその君はすごいな
骨ごと噛み砕いてくれよ大木参上これぐらいにしといてやる
I don't know. Dynasty Warriors 9 definitely was really rough when it came out, but it's just weird how people call it like Kusage. It's not. It's not a particularly good game. It is fun to play. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. It has problems. It's just people called me a shill because I pointed out that it has good qualities. It's like guys act like it's the worst game ever made. It's like it's not.
今攻撃されれば全滅だ
Guys have not played
ここは二手に分かれ
actual
た方がい
bad
い
games if you think that
俺は
game
別
is
の
the
道
worst
から
thing
進む
ever.
よ若はまっすぐ脱出地点に向かって
Even in its worst state, when it first came
目
out,
につく道を進んだか
it was more stable than something more popular like Avengers, Cyberpunk. You know, the game worked. You can't fault it for that. It turned on and it worked. It didn't run well. It had like no content. It felt half finished, yes. But the game worked. It's weird that people call it like the worst thing ever made, and it's not. The people that said that need to expand their gaming horizons a bit and play worse games, because the game was pretty rough when it came out, yeah. But, I mean, it wasn't Cyberpunk PS4 level.
なんだこいつは手がつけられねえ。王騎参上。なんだまだ仕留められんの。
敵の追撃が激しさを増している。妖魔の将を倒せば勢いを止められるはずだ。王騎参上、受けてみよ。
これ口当てろ。貴様らに助かる道などないわ。
Well, the problem with open world is that it's really expensive to make an open world game. And these games are made on shoestring budgets because you don't sell that many copies. It's just a misguided thing to do. That's just the reality of it. There's a reason why, like, there's been so many open world games since Grand Theft Auto popularized it, but it's really only Rockstar that puts out like good open world games. It's a money pit to make them. They thought it was a good idea to do it on a Dynasty Warriors budget.
俺が討ち取った。
Also, other open world games don't have like literally 100 playable characters. They have like 3 or 4 at most, and they're not melee combat focused. So that's the other thing too. Grand Theft Auto 5 and Assassin's Creed don't have like 95 playable characters, and the combat in those games is trash. But, you know, combat is not the main focus, so it's fine. Grand Theft Auto and Assassin's Creed have like a lot of non-combat things to do. You can explore and buy houses and shit. That's the other thing too, is people compare it to other open world games. Like, dude, those games have trash combat. Like, just combat-wise, I would rather play Dynasty Warriors 9 than those other games.
いらっしゃいませ。本日はどのようなご用件で？ありがとうございました。またよろ。
Alright, time to break the game.
Yo, 今日はどうするんだ? Mata 来てくれよ. よう、今日はどうするんだ？また来てくれよ。
No, the open world was just probably execs trying to capitalize on what's popular. Somehow they didn't realize that those games are money pits to make. They're really expensive. It doesn't matter how much passion you have, and if you try to do something different, which Dynasty Warriors 9 does try to do, is an open world game with a melee combat focus, which there aren't very many of those. And like Dynasty Warriors 9 in its worst state, the launch version before the patches, it still has better combat than those games. And I pointed that out and people called me a shill. I'm like, dude, have you tried like fighting in Grand Theft Auto without the guns? Like, how can you say that's better? Like, those games are better in every other way, yes, but they were trying to do something different. It's just that they're trying to do it with a franchise that has like 100 playable characters. So the movesets are very homogenized. There's a lot of clones. I don't want them to throw away that combat at all. I just want them to expand upon it. You just have a really small moveset, and you chain it together so many times. It gets boring. But I think it has a great foundation. I hope they don't throw it away. Knowing this company, they probably will. Probably gonna bring back the charge system. Yeah, the co-op too. That's another thing. It just triggers me. And people say it's like the worst game ever. I'm like, you guys need to play worse games. Like,
姉川に平の
追い詰めたぞ。
I think I'm gonna lay down a bit. I'm really mentally exhausted and stressed out right now. We'll play more of this tonight. But I gotta go to my neighbor's house in like 45 minutes. So, can't really do too much more. I'll probably stream over there. I don't know how much needs to be done tonight. I don't know if she needs me to run errands or anything. But, I'll definitely be back. I'll stream some games over there. I'll probably play some Knights of Valor. Maybe some Aethergazer. Maybe some PSP2 Infinity. I might play some of that as well. But yeah, I'm really tired. I'm hoping to get paid today, but it's not looking like it's gonna happen. So, but yeah, I am trying to raise funds for my vacation. I really need it. I've been under a ton of stress. Right now, it's kind of uncertain that I'll be able to go. So I'm going to try to stream more often. Hold on a minute. I'll show some of the Musou May games. Just give me a second here. Let me switch back to PC. I'm on console right now. Yeah, we'll play more of that tonight. I have a throbbing headache. I shouldn't push it. I also have not really eaten today. All I've had today is a couple granola bars. Musou May. A couple things I can play. I'll probably play 9 Empires. I'll probably play Fate Extella. That game is pretty decent. Part Warriors 4. I'll play Orochi 4. Those are like the main ones I plan on playing. A lot of these games I don't want to play again. Samurai Warriors 5 I never want to play again, and I don't think it would be fun to watch me play it because I have a very negative opinion of that game, and I'm trying to like not be so negative. So I don't think I'll play this again. Berserk, I might. Berserk was okay, but I kind of had to approach Berserk as just a Musou game because I haven't consumed any of the source material. It was an okay game. I think it was kind of a crap game to make a Musou out of because there aren't that many people that fight besides the main character. It got really boring. I was really glad when the campaign was over. I got tired of the same moveset. At the same time, the other characters you could play as, their movesets were really janky. The endgame mode in this game is awesome. I wish they would copy it and put it in like Orochi 4 or something. There's 3 Ultimate, which I'm working on, obviously. There's Basara 4 English patch. I don't know if that's still crashing all the time, but I definitely will play that, of course. There's 3 Utage on the mobile emulator. I'll see if I can get that to run pretty well. I'll probably play that a little bit too. That's about a week's worth of games. I'm only planning on doing about a week. Try to raise some funds, and I don't remember if I did Musou May last year. I honestly can't remember. I think it's about time to do it again. Fire Emblem Musou, I'll play that again too. That's on Switch. That's basically it. A lot of these games I don't really want to play again, so I don't want to just rag on the game for like 20 minutes. I think people already know my opinions on them. It's kind of repetitive at this point. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to go ahead and lay down a little bit, and I'll see you guys in about, I'd say 2 hours. Probably around 6:30 my time. It's 4:11 right now. Around 6:30, maybe 6, I should be on. See ya.